see you.
What's up guys, Magic Knives here, and today I'm bringing to you some Black Ops 4 knife only gameplay here. This is the last gameplay that I got during the beta when it was out, and so I'm using the bayonet attachment, as you can see, and they had made a bit of a change in terms of the knifing hit detection with the tack knife. I mean, before I found the bayonet to be a bit better than the tack knife, but then when I watched one of Only Use Me Blade's streams when he was knifing in the beta, he actually managed to see my comment, and he actually told me that the tack knife had improved a little bit and that the bayonet was not as good now. So I don't know, I switched back to the tack knife towards the end of the beta and tried it out. It was a little bit better, and so generally, yeah, I think it was okay, but the verdict still stands. You know, the knifing mechanics and speed right now and the hit detection just really suck right now, and that's just my initial impressions from the beta. And so here's the thing, I don't really like the bayonet that much. I don't like the tack knife very much right now as far as the hit detection and the knifing speed and the recovery. Everything about both knives is really bad. You know, it's nothing compared to, not even a small comparison with, you know, COD World War II knifing. Knifing in COD World War II was really good. You know, even though the initial melee weapons like the shovel and things weren't that good, once I got my hands on the tack knife, it was great. I really loved the tack knife in World War II, and it just sucks that they didn't quite hype the game as well as they could have in the initial phases of the game. And even with the last DLC coming out, I think I'm pretty much hung up my knifing with World War II. So that's my verdict. So here's my plan. Unless, I would really prefer, firstly, that they would add a combat knife to Black Ops 4, because I would much rather save a 10 slots for something else, because honestly, having to sacrifice 3 10 slots is quite a lot, especially even for just a tack knife. So I would much rather just have a combat knife of sorts to save some slots. So unless they do that, and unless they fix the knifing mechanics for Black Ops 4, I might play the game for a little bit, but then I'm gonna hang it up and, you know, take a break from Call of Duty this year. I'm not gonna buy the Blackout DLC, whatever stuff, unless they really make some improvements and positive fixes for Black Ops 4. And see, right there, that is a perfect example of how bad the knifing hit detection and speed is, right there. So in addition to that, though, I am thinking of doing a Spider-Man walkthrough, as I've mentioned in my previous video or commentary. So let me know what you think about that, if you'd be interested in that. Gives me something excited to play for, at least if Black Ops 4 isn't that exciting for me. Honestly, it's not as of right now so far. But another thing I'd like to talk about is I've been, if you don't know, I'm actually quite into fishing and stuff. I'm in Ontario, Canada, so we have some of the best fishing in the world, apparently. Don't quote me on that, but ever since I was a kid growing up, I've been trying to find a decent spot that's close enough to me, and not having to drive too far, and at least have some fish in there, even if they're not that big. You know, I'll just catch small fish, and then, you know, it's a great way for me to meditate. For myself, you know, it helps me escape from the world and helps me escape reality and just allows me to relax, meditate, take my mind off things. And the frustrating part is obviously you have to actually do your research to find the spot, you know. And you know, I kind of made this sort of like metaphor with fishing and in life, because fishing is life. Fishing is a model of life if you are someone who enjoys fishing, because you have to put yourself out there, you have to go on adventures, and you have to go through a lot of trial and error just to find the spots that have fish and that have opportunities. The opportunities aren't going to come to you. You have to go out of your way to find those opportunities in order to be successful. And on top of that, even when you find the right situation and place to find those opportunities or fish in this example, you're not always going to get the big opportunity and that you're looking for. You might get small opportunities, or you know, you might get those good opportunities or fish, but they might not be the ones that you're looking for, or maybe it's not quite the one that's worth keeping or worth treasuring over. So sometimes even when you get the good opportunities, you know, they're not, you know, either they're not the one that you're looking for, or they're not good enough, and you know, sometimes you just have to let it go and then keep fishing for a better opportunity or a better fish in this example. And that's what I love about fishing, because it really resembles a metaphor for life, at least for me, especially for if you're an introvert like me. Fishing's honestly one of the best pastimes for myself. So let me know what your thoughts are for both of these topics. I kind of went double topic here, so hope you enjoyed the gameplay and the commentary. Hope to see you guys in my future videos. Till next time, peace.